tee it up. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Georgia State's offense will get the first possession of the game. And there's a man who believes he is always open. He carries that swag and that aura of a big-time playmaker, guys.
He's got to catch the football. If you're the quarterback coming into this one, you are looking for this guy early, and David, you're looking for him often.
And this offense better find ways to feature him. Find him, like you said, Jesse, early, often, deep, shallow. Get this man the football.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. The quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle, short of the stick, setting up fourth down.
On the return, it's Adams. Slips through the line. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
And it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and
he lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab. And he will score! Touchdown, Alabama!
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. And you could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Offense gets set for 2nd down.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
Stops after making the catch.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Trying to get to him. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down. He tried to get it on his own.
Well, you could tell the QB, he drops back and he wants to throw the football. He wants to push it downfield, try to get the 1st down. Couldn't do it. Nobody was open, couldn't find anybody, took off to scramble. Great job by the defense reacting to it, getting him on the ground, stopping him short of the 1st down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes that Alabama offense. That That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just a minute.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Second down coming up.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Handoff from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range, they can take the 3 points on the board.
Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Yeah, big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism, when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Off the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Hamilton. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to get the first through the air. He'll try to do it himself. Finds a crease at the 20. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. That's caught. It's Young. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
The late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. I know there's pressure, especially in this area of the field, to get to the quarterback, but you can't give up a 1st and goal there. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun, the ground game. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air, it's Turner. Pressure coming. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and quality of play so far today in Atlanta. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Center Park Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Snap it to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Line gets set, first down. RPO complete to open the drive. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. He wants to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. Georgia State jumps back to the line. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Got him downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Trying to surge it in. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No hold.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And after the extra point, they cut the lead in half, down 14-7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here.
He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. Oh, what a move! And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Turner. Fires into the end zone. What a snag by the defense. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Lofts one high and deep. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. But what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Here comes the offense on second down. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And now on second down for this offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Just flip to something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Working that left side now. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. They need the 40 to convert here on third down. To the air, it's Turner. They're bringing heat. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get laddered up.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and
he uncorks one deep. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Maryland pulled one out today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those Terps players. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Panthers will hustle to the line.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. To throw, it's Turner. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going. And the Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He finds his man. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is ready to give him a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Tucker. Tackle is made after the first down. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Looking to throw it again. Got it in the middle, it's Fleming. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. On second down, they'll take to the air. Fires to the big fella. Bulls his way forward. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Let's see what they've got on second down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Looking to throw, it's Turner. He wants it all. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to... Give me the rock back.
Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth. They'll try to get it back with the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Here comes that Alabama offense. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown time! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the returner will be brought down. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Trying to find his man on first down. Coming after it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. This play will be a big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on 2nd and long from the 11. Dropping back, it's Turner. Here's a throw downfield late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
It's second down.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone.
Throw falls incomplete. It leads to second down.
Line getting set on second down.
42 spot.
He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Snags it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. Wants to pass. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still third and goal.
Let's go.
Back to throw, it's Turner. He caught it. And he wanted to get that one in, but the defense able to force him out at the 2. A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick up. And he's got it. Late touchdown here, but it would take a miracle of Lazarus-like proportions to come back down.
It's not over yet. There's still a little bit of time on the clock. Obviously, that score gives you a chance, but man, oh man, do you need some miracles to happen some way to get this football back and do some damage with it.
Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or two. The 40!
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They've got it first and 10 from the 25. They'll go with a direct snap. And he'll be tackled, and that'll bring us to the end of the game. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis.